everybody, and welcome to the Board Barista channel. We've got a new video series that we're starting. It's called Recipe Roulette. Of course, you all know me. I'm Fen, and this is my lovely fiance, Laura.
Hi, everybody.
So, yeah, we're actually going to be doing a few different videos together. She's going to come and join me for Recipe Roulette, and also we're going to be going through, like, cute or not Dungeons and Dragons monsters in the future. So, definitely like and subscribe. Get more of those videos. But tonight we're doing Recipe Roulette. So, you want to explain to everybody what the rules are?
Yes, so for Recipe Roulette, we randomly select a recipe book. Tonight we're using Betty Crocker's International Cookbook. And the rules of the game, we open up to a page at random and pick the best recipe from that page. So for example, from the page of fried tomatoes, dilled zucchini, French vegetable ragu, and broiled Parmesan zucchini, we may have chosen French vegetable ragu. But tonight,
because we want to make sure that we have everything on hand, we've pre-selected at the end of this episode, we'll pre-select a different dish and make sure that next week we've got the ingredients all on hand so we can cook the meal together. But so the other night we selected rice and green chili casserole from page 183 of the cookbook. The other options we had on this page were chili eggs with cheese sauce and ranch style eggs, or huevos rancheros. But we had been doing a bunch of egg cooking over the weekend, so we didn't want to pick either one of those. So we decided to go with the rice and green chili casserole. So we're going to get everything set up on the cutting board and go through the ingredients and the recipe as we prepare it with you.
so the ingredients for rice and green chili casserole, the original recipe is for 6 servings. We are cutting that in half. So we are using a ½ cup of dairy sour cream, a can of peeled, chopped and green chilies drained, cup-and-a-half of cooked rice, obviously we need to cook that, a ½ pound of Monterey Jack cheese, a ½ pound of shredded cheddar. Of course, you can shred your own cheese if you like. We chose to go pre-shredded for easy prep. Side note, for cooking our rice, we are actually using our own homemade veggie broth using vegetable scraps from leftover veggies, from organic vegetables from farmers market, and from vegetables grown here in local gardens. Like and subscribe to the page for a future explanation of that, and there will be details down below in the comments section for a link of the blog where this recipe came from for the vegetable stock.
Alright, for our rice we are actually using some short grain imported Japanese sushi rice that we have on hand. So just a cup and a half, so about a cup and a half. 1 cup. ½ cup. And this rice is not a 2-to-1 ratio for cooking the rice, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So we get 1 cup of our homemade veggie stock and a ½ cup of our homemade veggie stock. Just a little bit left in there, but that's fine. We're going to be making some more soon, as Laura said. We've got plenty more left in the freezer. Yeah, after you boil it and cool it, you just set it down in any sort of container you can freeze. But, oh, details and that's in the other video. We're working on this right now. We're making the rice and chili casserole. So we just take this, put the cover on, bring it to a boil, and then let it simmer until the rice is cooked. So we'll be back once the rice is done. Little correction note. Yeah, I was thinking the air pot recipe for cooking rice is a 1-to-1 ratio.
What?
Little correction. I was thinking the Instapot recipe for the cooking this rice is a 1-to-1 ratio, so I've added an extra cup of water to this because it had come to a boil and steamed and was still a little undercooked, so I've added another cup of water. We're gonna let this sit and we'll be back with this. But hey, that's the fun thing about cooking. It's always, you learn something new every time. It's more of an experiment.
Yeah, the recipe ingredients actually say 1-to-1. It's just our pan is.
Take 3. All right, so the recipe ingredients do call take 4. So the recipe on the bag for the rice calls for a 1-to-1 ratio, but our pot is not airtight. It has a steam valve that was just pushing the water right out, so we've had to add an extra cup of water to our rice. So basically, using this recipe, cook your rice however you prefer to cook your rice and follow directions. And remember, if you need more water, you can always add more water and keep cooking the rice. All right, we'll be back once the rice is cooked and to show you how to start putting this together.
So our rice is finished and we are ready to assemble the casserole. So I'm mixing a half a cup of sour cream together with the green chilies.
Yeah, and we're using light sour cream. Ooh, looks like we got a storm rolling in. Yeah, we're using light sour cream because I have been successfully losing 50 pounds since I've moved in with my lovely fiance. So we're gonna try to keep it up, try to see if I can reach my 140, 130, no, 230, 240 goal for the wedding. So, wherever we can, try to trim out some calories while also enjoying some tasty meals. So she's got the sour cream and the chilies, just mixing them up in a little mixing bowl.
Now I'm going to take the rice, layer it onto the pan. I need to grease it first.
Always got to grease.
I like to just take some regular butter, rub it around the pan. Okay, so now get my rice. I'm doing about half of the rice on the bottom of the pan. Yeah, sounds like we're in for a storm tonight.
Well, that's New Orleans for you.
It is. Now I'm spreading about half of my sour cream and chili mixture on top of the rice. Get a nice layer of that. Now I'm going to take my Monterey Jack. So the recipe actually said to use this in strips. I did choose to go with something pre-shredded. Cut this one beforehand. Go ahead and use my scissors on that. Just going to give this a nice even layer of the Monterey Jack. Right up to the edges. Here. Add another layer of rice. Super sticky rice. It's actually a sushi rice, but it's really good rice. You're using something more of a long grain. Probably won't have it be as sticky as mine is. Easier time getting it off of your spoon. Add another layer of the sour cream mixture.
Looks like somebody heard sour cream.
Catsby down there. We call him the dairy pirate because he loves sour cream, yogurt, cheese, ice cream. We have to keep him away from all things dairy when we're cooking in the kitchen. It's not for you. No, down.
Yeah, I have to watch my glasses of kefir. Whenever I'm having one, I've got to make sure I keep it up and don't set it down anywhere you can easily jump into.
The other cat, his sister Vicky's down there too. She's much quieter. We call her the good one. They're both super sweet though. It's like I got a pretty thin layer here of cheese or sour cream and chili, so I'm going to add just a little bit more of both for my fresh ingredients.
I'll get the window.
I think the rain's coming in. We had an open window. Yeah, got a little bit more sour cream and green chili mixture going there. Spread that over. The edges. Okay. Add some more Monterey Jack.
Alright, and I will get the oven set to
325.
Bring it down to 325. Make sure to press start. And get our pans out of the oven.
Cover with my last layer of rice. Could you grab me a spoon so we can get all the rice off of here? Thank you.
Welcome.
Like I said, rice is super sticky because it is sushi rice.
And I believe I made another fub while making the rice. I know, it's always something they told me on cooking shows before. Make sure that you wash your rice to get all the flour, the rice flour off of it, so it'll be less sticky. I guess nervous first show jitters made me forget a step. But we're not professional cooks, we're just amateur cooks that enjoy working together in the kitchen, so we'll be improving as we go on.
So there we go. We got our casserole. It's ready to go in the oven. It's going to be there for about a half hour, it says, until it is bubbly. We'll set the timer for 30 minutes. And we'll see you back when it's time to take it out of the oven.
So we did have some leftover chilies. Put them over into a glass container because you don't want to store metal jars in the refrigerator. Safety first. So always make sure to save your glass jars. You never know what ingredients you might have left over that you're going to need to store them in.
So the recipe said to take this out when things looked like they were bubbling. So I'm going to take this out and sprinkle on the cheddar cheese. That's what we got so far. Pause that. And our cheddar cheese.
Oh, it smells good. It just hit me.
Yeah, I'm really excited about trying this dish. So I'm going to put this back in the oven just for a couple of minutes, long enough to let the cheese melt.
You just gotta melt the cheese and then we're ready for plating?
We are.
All right.
We'll be back in a few minutes.
So it's done, it's out of the oven, and we're gonna sit down here in a second and sample this and let you know what we think with a sample bite. Sorry you can't join us for the entire meal. Yours.
Thank you.
While I'm getting my plate going, do you want to introduce what the next cookbook is going to be? And
We'll be using Chef Paul Prudhomme's Louisiana Kitchen Cookbook and Recipe Roulette. I'm opening up to a page at random. I've got a choice of oyster and brie soup or egg and dried shrimp gumbo.
I would say the shrimp. I'm not a fan of oysters myself, but
Egg and dried shrimp gumbo it is.
the gumbo. So if you want to see us cook this without having to search on YouTube, remember to share, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll know when that video is up on the channel. Also, it'd be really nice for you to like and share as well to get the word out about this new video series here on the channel. And yeah, feel free to leave some comments and ask questions in the comments down below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. And let's try what we made here. Let's give some feedback. I know we can't, there's no smell-o-vision, there's no taste-o-vision, so you gotta kind of take our word for it. Oh, that was really good.
That is really good.
That was really good. You get a lot of the peppers coming through, and just that cheesiness and the sour cream.
Yeah.
Like, there's hardly any spices. Like, we didn't put any spices in this at all, and it's got so much flavor in it.
Yes. You should definitely try this out yourself.
All right, I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. You gonna give it a thumbs up?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. All right. So we're gonna have our nice little dinner together. So we'll see you next time on Recipe Roulette.
Okay, bye everybody.
Yeah, the weather is very Louisiana-ish right now. While we're waiting for our food to cook, we're just gonna go back inside and enjoy the rain, I think. All right.